welcome back to Becks with Brandywine. Today is the first Monday of January, which means it is our Kids Corner segment, and today I wanted to tell you guys about the book The Little Red Fort by Brenda Maier and illustrated by Sonia Sanchez. I love this book. I won it in a Twitter contest. I think it was a few months ago, and it was a contest that was for people to enter to win picture books that had been published by new authors throughout 2018. And so I won this one. It came in a package with a drawing book and a graphic pencil and a graphite pencil, I guess it's called. I don't really know the difference between pencils. That's more my husband's thing. He really knows the difference in those. And then I got a Spanish copy of this book and an English copy of this book. And I have been reading it with my family. My son has been bringing this book to me at least 3 times a day to read it to him over and over again. So that is how much he loved this book. And even when I was reading it out loud to my son, my husband started cheering Ruby, the main girl, on because she was basically laying down the law with her brothers. And my husband was like, "You tell them," in his own phrasing, because he doesn't say "you tell them," I say "you tell them," but his phrasing of that. So the premise of this book, if you guys are familiar with the picture book The Little Red Hen, it is a story that has been passed down for like centuries. There's different versions of it, different picture books with it. Most of us have grown up with it. And the basic premise is that this hen wants bread, so she plants wheat and she harvests it and she grinds it and she does all this stuff and she makes all this bread and she asks people for help and nobody wants to help her until she's made the bread and they smell the bread and now they want to eat the bread and they didn't help her make the bread, so they don't get to eat the bread. So this book is the same basic premise. Ruby decides one day that she wants to build a fort, and she asks her 3 brothers, you can see her 3 brothers here, for help. But they're always too busy doing stuff, and admittedly, they're doing some fun stuff. Like, they're always playing in the yard, or they're lounging and watching TV and playing video games. Or I think one time they're even playing hopscotch. Yeah, like this one, they're like outside, they've got like hopscotch and bowling. So, I mean, they're doing stuff, but they're not helping her. They're doing their own things. And they actually kind of make fun of her a little bit. Like, at the very beginning, when she decides that she wants to make a fort, they straight up tell her, "You don't know how to make a fort." And she's like, "I'll learn." And she does. And I think I might have gotten a little too enthusiastic on the parts where it's like, "and she did," and like big letters. And like, I really got enthusiastic reading those parts. Another thing I really like about this book is as she's going along, her family, like the rest of her family besides her brothers, are always helping her. So like, her mom is helping her saw the logs to the right size, and her abuelita is helping her put in the nails, and like, there's just like her family, or at least the older generation of the family, are really there, like helping her every step of the way. And her brothers are just like, "No, like, we're not going to do that." But then at the end, she builds this fort and they all want it and they want to be in on it. But they actually decide, all right, fine. We don't get to be in it because we didn't get to do stuff. We're going to do stuff. And it has like this happy ending. Everybody gets to eat these delicious looking desserts. And actually, apparently I've never looked at the very, very last page of this book. It actually has more in it. I don't know how I've never noticed that. I always stop at this page. There's this cool page where they like have pictures of different kinds of forts. And apparently I've never made it past that page, even though I've already read this book like 100 times. So now I know there's another page of fun and awesomeness. But I love the artwork in this book. It's a fast, fun book. It's fun to read out loud. My son loves it. He's 2.5 years old. My husband enjoyed it, but he loved this book. He keeps bringing it to me. I think he likes the pictures. He likes like hearing me reading it to him. So I would definitely suggest going and finding this book. Like I said, I believe it was in March, not May of last year. So go search your bookstores for it. If you can't find it in your bookstores, then go online and try and find it. I love this book. I think it's a great addition to everyone's picture book collection. Get this book. It is awesome.